Welcome back everyone, and today you are about to witness the journey of a true star, a voice that captured hearts across the world, a performer whose talent, emotion, and determination turned dreams into reality. This is the story of Jessica Sanchez, a name that became unforgettable, a voice that still echoes in the hearts of millions, and a journey that proves that greatness is built with passion, patience, and belief. From the very beginning, Jessica's story feels like something out of a movie. Born with a natural gift for music, she didn't just sing, she communicated emotion. Even as a child, her voice carried power, warmth, and maturity far beyond her age. While most kids were playing games or watching cartoons, Jessica was practicing, performing, and chasing something bigger than herself. Her family noticed early on that she had something special, not just talent, but dedication. They supported her, encouraged her, and helped her step onto stages that many adults would be too nervous to face. One of Jessica's earliest major moments came when she appeared on television talent competitions as a child. Standing under bright studio lights, surrounded by cameras and judges, she showed no fear. Instead, she sang with confidence and control, leaving audiences stunned. People watching from home could instantly tell that this young girl was not just another contestant. There was something rare in her voice, something emotional and real. That early exposure gave her a taste of the spotlight, but more importantly, it taught her discipline and resilience. Not every performance was perfect, not every result was easy, but each experience shaped her into a stronger artist. As Jessica grew older, her voice evolved. It became richer, deeper, and more powerful. She trained, practiced, and worked on her craft. Singing is not just about having a good voice. It is about breath control, pitch, emotion, stage presence, and connection with the audience. Jessica focused on all of these. She studied legendary singers, learned different styles, and experimented with genres. From pop to soul to ballads, she learned how to adapt and grow. This hunger to improve is what separates average performers from true stars. Then came the moment that changed everything. Jessica auditioned for American Idol, one of the biggest singing competitions in the world. Millions of viewers were watching, and the pressure was enormous. When she stepped onto that stage, nobody could predict what was about to happen. The first note she sang instantly grabbed attention. The judges leaned forward. The audience grew silent. Within seconds, it was clear that this was not an ordinary audition. Her voice filled the room with power and emotion, and by the end of her performance, the judges were on their feet. That audition became viral, shared across social media, and talked about everywhere. Jessica Sanchez was officially on the map. Week after week, she delivered performances that felt like concerts instead of competition rounds. She sang with confidence, control, and emotional depth. Whether she was performing an upbeat song or a slow emotional ballad, she connected with the audience in a powerful way. People didn't just listen to her voice, they felt it. That connection is rare, and it is what made her stand out among so many talented contestants. But the journey was not easy. Competition shows are intense. There is pressure from producers, expectations from fans, and criticism from viewers. Every week, contestants face the fear of elimination. Jessica experienced this pressure firsthand. At one point in the competition, she landed in the bottom group and faced possible elimination. For many contestants, that moment would break their confidence. But Jessica used it as motivation. Instead of giving up, she came back stronger. Her next performances were even more powerful, proving that setbacks can become fuel for success. As the competition moved forward, Jessica continued to impress. Judges praised her vocal range, emotional delivery, and stage presence. Fans voted for her in huge numbers. Social media was filled with comments calling her a future superstar. Even professional musicians and celebrities began to recognize her talent. By the time the finale arrived, Jessica had already won something far greater than a trophy. She had won the hearts of millions. Although she finished as the runner-up, many people believed she was already a winner. History has shown that not winning first place does not mean failure. In fact, many of the most successful artists in the world did not win their competitions. What matters is what happens after the show. And Jessica's journey after American Idol proved her true potential. After the competition, Jessica signed a record deal and began working on her music career. She released songs that showcased her powerful vocals and emotional style. Her debut singles gained millions of streams and views. Fans from different countries supported her, proving that her voice had crossed borders. She performed on big stages, attended award shows, and collaborated with well-known artists. Each performance helped her grow not just as a singer, but as a performer and entertainer. However, life in the music industry is not always glamorous. Behind the scenes, artists face challenges that fans rarely see. There are long studio hours, creative disagreements, pressure to meet expectations, and the constant demand to stay relevant. Jessica experienced these struggles like many young artists. At times, the industry tried to shape her into a specific image or sound. But Jessica wanted to stay true to herself. She wanted her music to reflect her emotions, her experiences, and her identity. There were moments when she stepped back from the spotlight. Some people saw this as a disappearance, but in reality, it was a period of growth. She focused on herself, her mental health, and her personal life. Taking a break allowed her to rediscover her love for music without pressure. It reminded her why she started singing in the first place, not for fame, not for money, but for passion. When Jessica returned to music and public performances, fans welcomed her with open arms. Her voice was still powerful, still emotional, and still unforgettable. She performed in international shows, concerts, and special events. Each appearance reminded people why they fell in love with her voice in the first place. What makes Jessica Sanchez truly special is not just her talent, but her story. She represents perseverance. She shows that success is not a straight line. There are ups and downs, wins and losses, moments of excitement and moments of doubt. But if you stay true to yourself and continue working hard, you can overcome anything. Jessica's influence goes beyond music. She has inspired young singers around the world to chase their dreams. Many aspiring artists watch her performances and feel motivated to practice, perform, and believe in themselves. She proves that age does not limit talent, and background does not define potential. What matters is dedication and heart. Another powerful part of Jessica's journey is her ability to connect emotionally with her audience. When she sings, people feel her emotions. Whether it is happiness, sadness, hope, or strength, she communicates it through her voice. That emotional connection is what turns listeners into fans and performances into memories. Her vocal ability is also worth talking about. Jessica has an impressive range, strong control, and the ability to switch between soft, gentle tones and powerful high notes. She knows when to hold back and when to go all out. This balance is what makes her performances dynamic and exciting. She doesn't just show off her voice, she tells a story with it. Over the years, Jessica has continued to grow as an artist. She experiments with new sounds, explores different styles, and adapts to changes in the music industry. This willingness to evolve keeps her relevant and interesting. Instead of staying stuck in one phase of her career, she moves forward, learning and improving. Fans often describe Jessica as humble and grateful. Despite her success, she remains connected to her supporters. She thanks them for their love and support and recognizes that they played a huge role in her journey. This connection between artist and audience is powerful. It creates loyalty and long-lasting relationships. Jessica's story also reminds us that fame is not everything. True success comes from personal growth, happiness, and fulfillment. By taking time to focus on herself, she showed maturity and strength. She proved that it is okay to step back, breathe, and return stronger. Today, Jessica Sanchez is remembered not just as a talented singer, but as a symbol of perseverance and passion. Her performances continue to inspire new generations of fans and artists. Her journey teaches us that dreams are possible, even when the path is difficult. As we look back at her story, we see a young girl with a big dream who stepped onto a stage and changed her life. We see a teenager who faced pressure and challenges but refused to give up. We see an artist who grew, learned, and evolved. And most importantly, we see a true star who shines not just because of fame, but because of heart. If you ever feel like giving up on your dreams, remember Jessica Sanchez. Remember the auditions, the challenges, the setbacks, and the comebacks. Remember that success is built step by step, note by note, and moment by moment. And now, as we come to the end of this story, take a moment to appreciate the journey, the music, and the inspiration. Because Jessica Sanchez is not just a singer. She is a true star. If you enjoyed this story and want to see more inspiring journeys of legendary talents, make sure to support this channel, share this video with fellow music lovers, and stay tuned for more powerful stories. Until next time, keep dreaming, keep believing, and keep shining.